Technology had moved from technology to information, and data had become and has become a commodity. And you have a situation now where what I do now is that I spent the last 5 years at IBM coaching and teaching experienced managers, executives, how to deal with change. So IBM had 5,700 partners, and we were working with them to help them achieve their aims. So that stimulated me to think, well, maybe we could do something. So in 2015 I started Sales Technique, which was basically skills in business, because that's where the gap seems to be. So there seems to be a gap between the information revolution is taking place, where people can talk about it but are not very good at dealing with it. So for example, people say knowledge, is important, but actually one of the key skills today is knowledge management. So what you've got in business is that's been going through really for some considerable, probably 30, 40 years, significant two major changes, and we're about to hit another change because of automation, virtual reality, nanorobots, robots. These are now going to hit again, disruptive technologies. And what's happening is many companies, many businesses are actually moving the deck chairs around, what they think is a sinking ship. And experienced people, so I kind of combine the old and the new, that's why I love it so much. There are many things that work and many things that don't, and it's this adaptation which is going to cause major problems. What's happening to business? So a recent CEO study, chief executive officers, the 6,000 of them, they identified the major problem is data. It's overwhelming, it's unstructured. So what's actually happening is the analysis of that data is not being done at the right level, so decision making is poor. So what's happening to business, and I just read a report that in the last 20 years we've become less productive, not more productive. That's not really surprising because we're kind of catching up. Technology is ahead and the humans are catching up because we're not very good at cognitive abilities. So with reference to business managers have a major problem because there's a skills gap between what they want to do and what they're able to do. And there's also a gap between, and we'll be moving on to it, between business and higher education. And there's a gap there too. So within business, there's a gap of skills and knowledge. There's management where they're aware of the changes. And what's a little bit happening is that people forget that change takes time. Technology is changing, but change takes time. At the end of the day, the customer is driving things. But there are four key things driving this change.